5 years, man. I've waited for this moment. This is the contract I'm signing to start a portfolio that I will own. My goal was to build a company, get that going, and then start my own portfolio. This is a JV contract. It's taken us 4 months to get it to where we want it to be, so we're both happy, of which I advise to do. Do not rush things like this. But about to sign it. This is what we're working towards. All these YouTube videos, I keep saying, like, one day. Today is the day. Holy shit. Right, let's click. I've got that pen there to cover his name. Finish. And it's done, man. It's done. We have both signed. It is now time to build a portfolio that your boy owns. 5 years. If you are a few months in, understand it might take longer, but eventually, it's going to come. Let's go.
What is happening? So, as you can see from that first clip, I have signed JV agreements this week to finally, after 5 years, start my own portfolio, man. Start a portfolio that I can walk around and be like, I own some of this, man. Like, that's fucking cool. So the structure is that partner funds it, I build it. So I bring all the systems, the team. I basically coordinate the entire build of the portfolio, and he funds it. So strong partnership, but it did take about 4 months to finalize the agreement, so we were both happy, which I highly recommend, by the way, because a lot of people, like, there was a few times where I was like, oh, I might find like an investor or a client or a JV partner, and it's like you get all these endorphins and you get all excited and you're like, we don't need an agreement, we're signed, like, yeah, we're mates, and 10 years down the line, it's a fucking problem. You know, it's a serious problem. So always make sure that you give enough time for the excitement to settle, and it's an informed, logical, well thought out decision, which is what we done. We were very conscious. We were literally saying that, like, we're excited, we get it, but let's just give it some time, give ourselves some time to really think about it and make sure we're both happy with the agreements. So a JV agreement, that's like the big long document that outlines absolutely everything, all the structure of everything, roles and responsibilities, what you're like, what if someone dies, what if one person wants to sell, what if there's a deadlock, all these things, all the scenarios. The head of terms is just like a shortened version of that, where it's just like roles, responsibilities, and bits of other bobs. So 2 agreements. The shareholders agreement is within the JV agreements as well. We just put that in there as well. So that's it done. After fucking 5 years of basically being in property investment, 3 years of building other people's portfolios and getting my company to where it wants to be, where I want it to be, done it. Because you might be thinking, Scott, I thought you, like, why didn't you start sooner? Why didn't you start your own portfolio sooner? Basically, focus is everything, because within my company of like building other people's portfolios, like, there's multiple projects, and within those projects there's multiple things. It's like, it just keeps going. It's like a family tree, and it's like your focus has to be like so direct within that company, right? So if I then started like another thing when I was already like highly leveraged in that, it would have been, something would have had to give and something would have had to suffer. So my company is now where I want it to be, and now I can do something else. But I'm not doing everything else. I'm not also like doing a portfolio where I own 100% of it, because this JV partnership's 50-50. Just focusing on that, and then once that's up and running, once that's going, then I'll probably start doing something else. You know, you got to get to a point where saying no is very powerful, but also be very acutely aware of what you are capable of doing. Because when everything's going right, that's not when you start doing something else. When everything's going wrong, like last year I experienced so many problems, and I thought to myself, if I had a JV partnership now, I would be fucked. If I had all these other things going on right now that I may have said yes to, I would be fucked. I would be severely over leveraged, and I would not be able to handle the capacity of it all. So when things are going wrong, that's when you need to think, am I actually capable of also having this in the background, you know? So when things do go right again, you know back then that either you would have been able to do it or you wouldn't have been able to do it. And this is it, and that's that. Right, I am off to the Property Club UK site visit day. Girls' day out, me, Leon, Kyle, Jordan, and all the other club members. Really excited, man. So get some footage for you there. But I want to end this in saying that people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and they underestimate what they can do in 5. I thought within the first year I was going to get like 50 grand a month, do several deals a month, and like start my own portfolio and all that stuff. But over the course of 5 years, that's when I was able to do it. So just extend your time horizon, and you'd be surprised on how much you can actually achieve if you start thinking in decades instead of days, man. And that's it. Fucking so happy, man, so proud. So yeah, let's crack on with the day. Back on YouTube.
Come on, son.
Let's see the work. It's pretty dirty, like.
But you have to have a valid reason for filing. The one I use is a company called Bill called BILCOL. So that they will, generally speaking, find them.
Let's have a wee walk around. Everyone's upstairs talking. So this is like a big commercial building, a wee bit ruined. And the guy that's showing everyone around upstairs said this could be a HMO. He got it off market because he was walking the streets and he saw it, so he sent 3 letters and the person finally got back to him and said he'd sell it for 95 when it's worth like 200, 250 because there was no competition. That's why he got it so cheap. So he's going to convert it into a HMO, maybe with supported living. Could be worth over 700 grand, the commercial land valuation, he's thinking. Not everyone will have an ensuite, but he said most will. It's in Liverpool. But you can see the state of it. Upstairs is worse, so it's 3 floors. But there's a little lesson for you, trips. If you're just walking the streets and you see something like this, I'll go show you. So if you're walking these streets, right, and you're keeping an eye out for properties, and you see something like that, take a proactive approach. That's what I'm learning. See something like this, and send letters. Because he said, I think it was that company, I don't know if it was that company, or he said there was a company, and he said he just sent a letter. And if there isn't like a company on it, what you can do is see if you can find it on the land registry and see if a company owns it, and then reach out to the director of that company, go in company's house. You might see the director's home, send letters until you get a response, be aggressive. So that's the sort of thing you'd walk by, you think, that looks like a piece of shit. But the proactive approach, this is just send letters, because he got it over 100 grand below market value because the guy just wanted rid of it, but he never got around to selling it. So big lesson learned, trips. Can you see him? The valuer is out there doing the final valuation for Sun Street, which means we are just about done, and the valuation at the end is the most important. Just a reminder of which one Sun Street is. The valuation at the end is just so important because you want to be able to pull as much money out as you can. And yes, you can see some works were still being done. But yeah, pull as much money out as you can, and that's what you anchor everything to. And I'm really excited to see what we can get. I believe it's going to be 480 because 3 rooms rented out. 1 room 795, which is a studio. Another studio, I believe it's this one, 775, and an ensuite room for 650. So those 3 are great. I've created a valuation pack, sent it to him with floor plans, comparables, local area, what we've done to it, how much we've spent on it, all the effort that's gone into it, and photos, and obviously all of this. So yes, we hope we're going to get 480 for it. That'd be amazing. All right, your boy is creating the valuation pack. Like I said, it's the same thing each time, and that's the before, if you're interested. Here's the after. There we go, looking beautiful. Da-da-da-da-da. Before floor plans, after floor plans, key information, comparables. We are putting the rooms that are renting already on there, because that's strong, using the actual rents the rooms are renting for. So highly recommend doing that. I'll get this sent off to the valuer, because I got this information this morning, so send it off to the valuer. He's aware that it's coming and he'll be happy. Right, I know this video's messy. I started recording it, I think, for Saturday, done a little clip yesterday, which was Monday, and now it's Tuesday. So I'm gonna finish it on showing you around Project Western, and I'm gonna give you a little tip as well to help you keep on track with things. All right, so we're gonna go through to here. This is the first studio style room, and we have had it cleared for the first time in like a year. This was always like a storage space, but you can see the kitchenette over there looking gorgeous. All of that's been installed. This is all getting painted. The painters are in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we're gonna get the painters in, and then they're gonna paint all of this. This will all be looking beautiful by the end of this week. This is the kitchen communal, and it's only for one person, because 5 rooms have their own kitchenettes and 1 doesn't. So this is for that one person. When we go through here, this is all a brand new extension. All of this, everything that you can see is an extension. And the ensuite is behind there. But this is like all ovens, hobs for the kitchenettes. They're all being installed this week. The kitchen is going over here. It's all been plastered, ready for the next stage. So painting and second fix electrics. Flooring will be going down, carpet. And at the kitchenette, it'll be vinyl through there as well. In the ensuite. So it feels like big final push. And I love the internal doors in this one. I always love those doors. Carpets have been done, and you can see there's lots of snagging bits and bobs, but the painters are coming in, you know what I mean? Like, they'll be taking care of all of this. This is another studio style room, and there's still work to be done, but this week, just off the phone with the builder, and it's going to be done this week, right? Because you've got to notice all these things, but paint and decorate is going to go around there, and you've got to notice bits that haven't been done, a bit below the floor, ovens not being installed, you know? This isn't a video of me pointing out problems, floor, kitchen, but it's just good things to keep an eye out for, having that attention to detail. And what I done, which was pretty good, because you might be walking around, you might be typing everything or writing everything as a list. I have a voice note. So I go on ChatGPT, right? And I literally click the little microphone, and basically I say, create a list of outstanding items left on this project that I'm working on. And I'll walk around, voice note, and I'll be like, painting needs to complete, plaster decoration like sanded up there beside this. I'll say the name of the room, and then I'll be like, plaster needs to be done, the oven needs to be installed, that needs to be installed down at the bottom there, and the ensuite flooring, carpet needs trimmed. You know, I'll walk around with a voice, like it'll be transcribing it as I'm talking, right? And then I'll be like, these need painted in the stairs, that needs painted, second coat of paint needs to be installed, done on the stairs. And it really helps, because I'll show you, because it just means that you can walk around and talk as opposed to constantly having to type shit. So look, that's what we got there. Can you hear that? Shit. So yeah, that's what I done, and this was it. This was the transcript of everything, and it just got these lists. I was like, add that as well, and I got that list. Copy and paste it to the builder. Just put a list together of what needs to be done this week. It shows that you're on it. Shows that you're aware of everything. You're paying attention, you know. And it doesn't mean you don't trust the builder. It doesn't mean you're micromanaging. It's just important for you to know that they know. You see, bits needing done down here, obviously the floor, and having a wee look around. And it's good for your sanity as well, because when you do your next visit, you will be able to go around and tick those things off, which is extremely important. Now, I apologize for this clunky ass video. Everything's been 100 miles an hour lately, but what I try and encourage people to do, post anyway, document and post. I'm already doing this site visit.
I'm already driving to site. I'm already doing these things. I was already doing that list. So hit record, talk about it, why you do it, then post. It's not easy, but it's simple, as Higher Up Wellness would say. But I think it's important because a lot of people do talk to me about posting on YouTube and social media and stuff, and I do think it's important to do it. But a big hurdle that people come across is ideas. So if you're already doing site visits, if you're already doing viewings, going to networking events, putting in offers, doing all of these things, then hit the recording camera and post it. It's basically, if I said to someone at a networking event, yeah, I'm on YouTube, and they go and take a wee look and they see there's 92 episodes of a deal diary, and every single one is Scott doing exactly what he's talking about. And you're raising finance, or you're looking for clients, or you're looking for insert person, right? That could nudge them in the right direction, So it's important to do it, and it's good. Imagine being 70 years old, right? And you look back at this big catalogue of vlogs, videos, or whatever, and it's literally your younger self building their dream, like in real time, So I think that's a really good thing to do, man. I think it's important to do, and I think it's something everyone should do. So, enough of that shite. I am gonna go and do a fuck ton of admin, because that's my life now. Pure admin. That's why these vlogs are clunky, and I'm sure a lot of you will relate. Right, remember, like, subscribe, peace.